Pilot Knob State Park near Forest City is one of Iowa's oldest state parks. Early settlers and pioneers used Pilot Knob as a navigation point as they made their way west across the prairie.
I've been to many parks in Iowa and I love them, but that was one I'd never visited before, so I was excited to see a new park.
Christopher Yanulis and his wife used to tour the country making music with their band. Now he's a graduate student at Iowa State University and part of the 20 Artists, 20 Parks project commemorating the 100th anniversary of Iowa's state park system.
I decided on the spot that I would attempt to take my experience at the park and kind of channel it into a song and a video to go along with that. And then I would create a physical piece of art kind of inspired by the video itself rather than directly the park itself. So one would influence the other. It was kind of my way of looking at it. This combines two different scenes. It's a scene of some natural areas of weeds and things like that, which is on the hill near the tower, and then an area of water when it was raining kind of is in the background. If I have experiences like that, I'll sit and I carry a notebook with me and I'll write down first thoughts about what I just experienced. And from that, I went home and I kind of pulled the most important things out of there, maybe words that were lyrical to me, and I started writing lyrics for the song.
His wife joins with him on the chorus of the song he wrote for the video titled All of the Green.
So much in the natural world, we are part of it here. All of the green that surrounds us, it is serene. So much in the natural world, we are part of it here. All of the green that surrounds us, it is serene, it is serene.
Yanulis visited Pilot Knob twice. The first time it was raining and overcast. The second trip was sunny and beautiful. He plays off the contrasts in his work. Yanulis shot the video with his smartphone, following his general desire to keep things simple.
And my technique for the video is much like my technique when I make art, which is a layering process. So in the video itself, I try to focus on contrasting movements, plants moving in different directions, different areas of the park, and the contrast of maybe water with the weeds growing in the corners of the park, you know, and things like that. Just see if I could create interest with that alone, kind of with the idea that if I took away the music, would it still be interesting to look at? So hopefully it is.
Summer rain means sun on the way. Summer rain means sun on the way. Summer rain means sun on the way. Summer rain means sun on the way.
In the early 1930s, about a decade after Pilot Knob was dedicated, the Civilian Conservation Corps constructed an open-air amphitheater surrounded by woods. The most notable CCC project here might be the stone tower that sits on Pilot Knob. From the top of the tower, visitors have an impressive scenic view of the surrounding park and landscape. Many of Pilot Knob's structures are listed on the National Register of Historic Places. There are hidden treasures, too, making all of it worth a visit of your own to see and discover.
I'd like it in some way maybe to spark some interest to go visit Pilot Knob and visit any of the parks, just to maybe look and see that looking at nature in a different way can be rewarding as well. Just being in nature rather than having an activity you specifically have to do, you know, just enjoying the atmosphere can be rewarding in itself.